I see. Oh, crap. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my phone so that in case my daughter texts me, she's been having issues with her boyfriend. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm back. I guess I probably could have walked away with the headphones on just to kind of test to see how far I can get away from the camera. Let's see. Well, okay. So the thing is, and she doesn't generally watch my videos, so I guess it's okay. And I won't name names. But she's the one that is the CNA. She's the nurse's assistant. Um, and she switched up her schedule to where she is working um 2 16-hour shifts on the weekends because most people don't want to work on the weekends. So she can get her hours in on the weekends and sometimes take some hours during the week. And she's done it this way so she can take college classes Monday through Friday. Um, and so she's basically awake for an entire weekend. And I mean, she basically works and sleeps Friday night to Sunday night. Right. So, and it's not, and she's basically working a full-time job in 2 days. Yeah. So, right, but sometimes she works longer hours. Sometimes it's 18. Yes. Um, yeah. Uh, well, apparently, they both have a mutual friend. And I swear the kid is gay, and there's nothing wrong with that, but he just kind of strikes me as that way. Yeah, because he's really friendly and just loves to gab and chat. He just kind of, you know, my what I think of when I was a teenager, when because I had a gay best friend too, that was a dude when I was her age, and he was just like, it was a lot of fun, and this kid reminds me of that friend I used to have. And I guess there was a whole incident that happened, and so she got out of the car, and the mutual friend stayed in the car with her boyfriend, and the boyfriend said, "Must be nice to only have to work 2 days a week and have the rest of the time off and make a lot of money." And it's one of those things where her job is actually pretty damn hard, because taking care of patients and doing essentially a lot of the grunt work, it's not an easy job, because you're bathing patients, you're changing patients, you're taking care of all of their needs because they can't do it themselves, and you're essentially you are essential to the facility. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I know, right? But the thing is this kid, I still have stuff my building stuff in here in my bag. Um, he actually went through and graduated, um, he graduated his, uh, welding class, got his certificate and everything else back in December, but has done absolutely nothing to get a job. He's been offered jobs. He's been offered a couple of different jobs, but hasn't done anything. And he's stopped putting in any applications or anything like that for actually getting a job pertaining to welding. And in our area, you can make a lot of money welding. Welding in general makes a lot of money, you know? So the fact that he's sitting there and is basically, pardon the phrase, being a little bitch over her working and making a decent amount of money makes absolutely no sense to me considering the fact that he himself, exactly, he could totally be making more money than her if he wanted to be, and the fact that he's sitting there making her feel guilty about um working and making a decent amount of money, but it is just, it's baffling to me. Well, see, and the thing is that, my opinion on this whole matter is he's comfortable. He still lives at home with his parents. He he doesn't have to move out. They're not telling him he needs to move out and, start making a living or, take care of himself. Um, he works at Walmart, but complains about working at Walmart all the time. And you can tell, that she is frustrated by everything. And anytime that she approaches him about it, he gets all whiny and complainy and bitchy. Like, you know, and I just kind of like, ugh, I just, uh huh. Mm hmm. Mm hmm. Right. Well, and see, and that's kind of what it was with the hubby and I, is when he was working. And I mean, for the first 10 years of our marriage, I ran a daycare on top of taking care of the kids and cleaning and maintaining the entire household. Um, um, I, it was, well, okay. For me, it was kind of how I was raised. You learned how to be a wife and a mother, essentially. It was none of this, going out and but I was well, uh, I understand. I've met quite a few ladies that are like that. But for me, it was just like it was my way of contributing, even just a little bit, because running a daycare, you didn't make a lot of money, but it every little bit helped, and I was able to stay at home. Mhm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, She only had 1? Ah, okay. Right. Mhm. Right. Hmm. Right. See, I had kids all throughout the day. Mhm. Mm. It right. Well, right? Yeah. Fair. If women always say, "Well, it's my body, I get to choose." So if you don't wanna have any kids, why choose to get off of birth control? Mhm. Okay. She's complaining she's complaining about getting her tubes tied? It sounds like she's just kind of a complainer. Um, yeah. Mm, right. I think there's a wolf around. I'm just kind of following. Ah, there he is. Oh, why did you? Oh, that's why. Okay. So, but yeah, I also taught I bet. What do you mean? Well, here, let's see. I actually made it to the top of the pillars of creation. So, but I haven't really done much since I got there because I thought we were going to work on this world together. Um, and so I have, I have I don't know if you can actually, I'm streaming, so you should be able to see my screen. Um, so in my other worlds with Umi, I'm actually playing Umi right now, but in the world that is hers, the that spot right over there is where I put the, um, the altar because it was a little bit more central to both this side over here and that side over there with all the green. But I put this one up here, just to kinda get a place for up above, if that makes sense. Because over here, you actually have access to, uh, I forget what that little town over there is called, but, um, you have a little bit more of access. Here, follow me. Here, I'm gonna go to Umi's world really fast so that I can show you what I did. 'cause I only have well, I have a couple of altars put out in this world, but, um, where I have 'cause I'm actually kinda proud of the tower that I built. Um, so there is the tower, and it's basically a tower to the top. There's not a lot of stuff in between the bottom and the top, but this is the little house area that I'm gonna put all my peoples, for the time being. I did this I don't know if you can actually see it because there's no light in here yet, um, but I did this with the chests that I brought over, um, and then this is the basement, essentially. It's right up against it's right up against the line, the red line, yeah, because okay, we're gonna go up the tower. See, we have one little landing, so it goes all the way around. So this is what you can see so far with this landing. Uh-huh, it is. And then you go up about 4 or 5 more, and there's another landing. It's a little bit higher up. And then we go up more, and then go up the stairs, or the ladder, rather. So there's this one here where you can come out. And then if you go, oop, whoops. If you go up to the very top, okay, you can actually see Pike Mead over there. You can see all of the towers over here, all of the area over here on the green. So it's like a straight shot to Pike Mead and pretty much every other area on the on this side of the map right as well as over here. You just cannot see that one very far part that's on the other side of the area. But you can see the towers and stuff over here. So, but it's up pretty high. I was actually kind of trying to think, should I take it up as far as I could possibly take it up? But I think that might be a little redundant. And then right below me, I'm surprised it let me put an altar down here because right below me in the and what everybody calls the volcano, but it's not the volcano. It's actually that shrine that is next to um the here, let's see, I'll pop down so you can actually see. I'll go down here because it actually overlaps, and I'm debating on whether or not I want to fill it in. Just kind of put like a cap on it, so to speak. So, but if you pop down here, if you look in, here, let me see. I'm running out of stamina. I'm gonna die. I didn't die. Look at that. Okay, so this is, and I just made level 9. This is that one area where that obelisk is next to the researcher camp. So right up there is where my camp is, but down here is where you get the tools for the mason. So as part of the reason why I'm like, should I fill that in? So that I have more area where I can build, you know. Hmm. And then of course you've got the Volca camps out this way, but I'm not very high level, so I'm not gonna do that. At least not at least not by myself. So, yeah, see, there's the researcher camp right there, and then the pillars of creation. So, but that's what I was doing here. I actually wanted to drop off my building stuff too. So let me run back over here and I'll put this stuff in here. This little house is more of like a little um it's kind of like a temporary thing until I can get each area built up for each NPC. So I'm gonna put my building stuff in here because I brought it with me for some idiotic reason. Mm, Put that over there, put all my stone in there, and that I can take back over there. And I want to keep that on me. I'm gonna put, no, actually I'll keep that with me too. Put my dirt in there and my nails. No, we've only got two of the NPCs. So I'm gonna put my stuff in here. I guess I could keep, well, no, I'll put my rake away too. So all this stuff, since we're not actually even near there yet. I got raw wolf meat, so I'll keep that with me. We can use that and I'll save all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Actually, I have quite a bit of limestone. Why are we doing the limestone building? Here, let me see. Are you sure? Are you talking about the highly polished? Here, cause see, look, let me go back up over here. Yeah, 30 stone. Hang on. Cause I actually built quite a bit of it. Hang on. Let me show you. So I have a bunch of stuff in here. And I learned something too. I actually learned a couple of new things. This is what you're talking about, the limestone block. So I have a bunch of limestone block. Because it was the only one that I saw that actually took limestone. Uh-huh. Hmm. I on well, and I must not have gotten it yet. Yeah, I must not have gotten it yet because I have a lot of the highly polished stone block. I actually have a couple of improved wells as well. Um, and then of course the limestone block. So I guess I don't have the one that you were talking about. Is it? Oh, okay. Mm. Is he still outside? Okay. With the one that's on the Pillars of Creation? Here, would you like me to help you get there? I know how to get there. Let me. Um, Actually, there's an easier way if you can jump. Oh, okay. Well, what level are you? Okay.